All right, this deck is a lot more straightforward than the last few, and it is very budget friendly. So we get to run fewer lands. I was talking earlier about how standard decks nowadays are running so many lands because they can pitch extra ones. But like this is an idea deck that would run 19 lands in some other formats. But for now, we're just on 21 islands. We're not even playing the bounce land. I mean, we could play one copy of it, but it's just not often going to do what we want it to do. It's not really any downside to running it, though. I'm going to run it. Otawara is what I'm talking about. Oh, but you can cut Otawara because, like, unlike the other decks, it's not important. Like, it's so rare that you will actually cast this. So we're using Impulse and Consider as just cheap cantrips to make our Hot Agents a little stronger and Tolarian Terrors a little cheaper. We've also got Thirst for Discovery as strict card advantage. So at a certain point, we're going to stop playing lands. We don't need that many lands, or we're going to start keeping one extra to discard to Thirst. Oh, Claude Sam, that's so awful. I'm really sorry. Shore Up, Slip Out the Back, and Spell Pierce all have very similar functions in that Make Disappear 2 to a lesser extent. They are keeping our Haughty Djinns, our Tolarian Terrors, and our Delver Seekers alive. So Tolarian Terror, if they play something like Destroy Evil on it, then Spell Pierce plus Ward makes Spell Pierce... Like, Spell Pierce is better in this deck because of Ward. Oh, yeah! Good job, Dusam. Sideboard, we've got Scatters. Scatters will come in for Spell Pierces quite often. Negates tend to come in addition to Spell Pierces. So that's if they have things like Wandering Emperor. So Wandering Emperor, we can slip out the back or shore up, but then they'll still have a Wandering Emperor. So Negate comes in against those cards. Out of the Way comes in against green Stompy decks because just having blockers is good against us specifically. And then we've got additional counter spells for more specific matchups. Shore Up comes in against decks with a lot of spot removal, but the spot removal tends to be things like Liliana of the Veil, rather than just kill a creature. That's pretty much it. This is a very straightforward sideboard. This is going to be good. Heck yeah, we'll play sometime. I'm going to be playing a little less Overwatch this week just because it's spooky times, but I'll be back to regular spooky, non-spooky Overwatch later. I'll still be playing this week. I just won't be streaming Overwatch as much. And I really like playing Overwatch with all of you because you tend to be very cool people. All right. So let's swap this for Mono Blue Tempo. So I really wanted to make sure I got this deck shown in this showcase. It's technically not in the top 5. I'd put it at like 7, 8, or 9. Ooh, okay. I'll add it to the queue. It's going to play next, Alva. But this is just if you are getting into Standard and you want... This deck costs 4 rares. You need your Djinn, and that is it. Alright, it's playing up next. Let's be on the play. You always want to be on the play if you can, because a turn 1 Delver is just a good thing to have. So this is 3 islands and a Delver. And we're going to play your Otawara last. That goes for most of these. You want to play these lands last. Flip. Damn. You can, it's important to note, you can choose to reveal this card, even if it's not a, instant sorcery. So Delver won't always flip on the first turn. Unless your opponent has it. Then Delver will always flip on the first turn. Delver's always been a standard deck. There we are. Island, attack. Alright, so now we're just keeping Delver alive. That's their game plan. Because chances are they're going to spend their whole turn playing a creature or playing a planeswalker. So if it's a Lily, we'll Spell Pierces. If it's a creature, we will just bounce it and Impulse. Yeah, let's just pierce that. Keep our 3/2 alive. If they Lily and minus her, then I will bounce my own Insectile Aberration. Ooh, Fable. That's fine. So I would have liked to Spell Pierce this. This is why Spell Pierce is so good. But I'm just going to Impulse, and then I'll Fading Hope on my turn. So this is me not knowing the deck quite well enough. Do I take the Terror, the Thirst, or the Fading Hope? I'm going to take the Thirst. Keep my cards up. Oh, I guess that's why we don't want to run, you don't run Otawara because you want to be able to discard basics to Thirst. Pierce. Done. Easy, Alu. Easy. I'm gonna try and sneak a granola bar. That hurts. There we go. So, I really wanted to get this down to 1 mana this turn. And success. Put down another Delver. Hold up, make disappear. Oh, I love the song. Do I care? I don't care about this.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Well, this I care about. They still have to minus, because otherwise my Delver's going to flip and kill it.
One of your friends has to leave.
Yeah, I like that. If they double block here, I'm fine. They're probably just going to play out their hand. So with Lily, when you can play out your hand... Ooh, I was wrong. I thought they'd play out their hand before Lily.
Drop it.
Nacious Underdog. They have all the alt styles. Okay, that's a big problem for me. They didn't make a copy of the reflection. That might be game. I think that I need to have them dead by this point in the game. Damn. Four. So 3, 6, 10, 11, 12. I think they got me here. No attacks. I should not have countered that Infernal Grasp. I should have held out my Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's game, because I get to block, and I take 3, 6, 9. So block, jump block takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They can blitz. That's game, but I'm going to make him do it.
Off you go.
Okay. Alright, so we want negates here in addition to Spell Pierce. The Saneful Stroke hits Invoke. They don't run a ton of target removal, so I'm going to take out Shore Up and one of the Slip Out the Backs. And they don't have a lot of things that I want to Fading Hope. But I do still want some Fading Hopes. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I mean, like, we got those cards back. That was a great standard format, too. Liliana the Veil, like, she's very strong, but she makes for interesting standard games. Black-Red is a great deck. It's a little bit... So, the reason that people play Grixis and Jund so often is that since you're using Tri-Lands anyway, you do tend to just have the splash for free. I think I need to mulligan to a threat. There's a threat. There's 2 threats. Let's keep this. We can put back lands if we have impulses. But turn 1 Delver is just a good card to have. Chances are they brought in some number of cut downs. They might just cut us down here. We want to try and play the Jhin on turn 4. Alright, so they had the cut down. They're being duressed? Well, I might as well make that disappear. Because otherwise they're just going to take my make disappear. Dig for a land. You can duress me now. And I'm looking for a protection spell for my Haughty Jhin, preferably negate. Alright, no negate, we're just in trouble. Is it working again? I just restarted it. Great. Ooh, I think they got me here.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once it's not my...
They just had the answers every turn. I wasn't able to hold up my Make Disappears or Spell Pierces. Oof. Don't want a main phase impulse, but sometimes you got a main phase impulse. So I'm going to take this impulse, play an island, and pass. And they're going to plus Lily, and I'm going to respond with impulse. And discard whatever I take with impulse so I can play out 2 terrors. So I'm just looking to take an instant or sorcery spell with this impulse. Now I get to play 2 terrors, and hopefully that's good enough. But if it's not, then I lose, because this Reflections of Kiki-Jiki, plus making me sack a creature, plus the potential of Invoke Despairs. Too much. Too much! Sometimes 10 power is just not good enough. It's pretty good. I love that line. Turn my haters to consumers. It's true. They're the ones thinking about you most often. There's a line in Montero is, I want to fuck the ones I envy, and I'm like, oh man, that's so relatable. Yeah. Nope, they got me. They just pull. These are decks that once they pull ahead, they will win. Like the mid-range decks. So right now I'm taking 6 over the next 2 turns. They have lethal next turn. So we're gonna scoop here. They don't have quite lethal because they have to crew the Bank Buster and then copy it. So they can only swing for 10. But if they draw a creature with power 3 or greater, they can get me. And I would have to draw Thirst for Double Terror. I should have played that out because I could have thirsted for Double Terror. Alright, let's go again. We are 6-1 on the day. But we lost right after we ascended ranks, so we didn't actually lose any ranks there. I do think that this is one deck that is better on the best of one ladder. But, like, stealing that first game and then game 3 on the play is big. Alright, great draw. Turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Consider, Fading Hope. This is Christian rap, by the way. It's very good Christian rap. Hold up Fading Hope and Consider. We're still going to get in there. I meant to attack first. We're going to Consider. I might Hadijin. Flip. There we go. Jin down. So normally I would wait a turn, but they are on the back foot right now. So they just want to invoke to spare me, but I'm going to just I'll sack my Aberration if they do. The turn 3 Fable does enable a turn 4 invoke. Oh, but they don't have it. All right, game 2. Negate. In. I don't know what I'm supposed to really take out for negate. I think Delver gets a lot worse. Delver's also just worse on the draw. So I'll probably swap these back. Do it like that. I want access to a 4th Spell Pierce. So that's what I'm going to change in the sideboard. Because it's just so nice being able to Spell Pierce there, Kiki-Jiki. It's kind of cool that all of the mono-colored decks right now are aggro decks. There's mono green, mono red, mono white, mono black, and mono blue are all very fast. And they're all solid, too. I think I can keep this on the draw and just negate their Fable. I don't like not having a threat. But being able to negate or impulse this turn is relevant. And they are mulliganing aggressively to hands with things like a Braid and Make Disappear. And Cut Down. Yeah, we're just going to negate that. I love you so much. Alright, pass turn. I might just Thirst, but I'll Impulse if I have to. Yeah, I think it's cool. They're all good decks, too. No Fables for you. I'm going to pass, and I think double Impulse is better than Thirst right now. Depends on what they play, though, because like I might dig for an Essence, or for a Negate or Spell Pierce. It's pretty cool. This is a cool format. This is a really cool card. I'm so glad. I love this effect. I'll dig. Trespasser is really good against me. Ooh. But Make Disappear doesn't count as the Trespasser. I'll just take the Thirst to keep my cards up here. I'll be the deck with card advantage this game. Because Hadijin is a great blocker. Does not matter which they exile. What matters is that they are exiling anything. Because I have no recursion, but I care about having instants and sorceries in my graveyard. Looks like they have an Impulse. I'm going to put down the Haughty Djinn. It's a great blocker, and if it resolves, I get to slip out the back. What do you have? Are you running Make Disappear is the question. They are running Make Disappear. Damn. Wasn't really expecting it. Like, I knew it was a possibility. Me too. I thought it was more likely to be an Infernal Grasp or an Abrade. They played this around my Make Disappear, which is cool. And step I'll consider. Looks like they have another one, because they definitely have some amount of instant speed interaction here. Nah. Need threats. Where are my threats at? Could have played the land first, but I don't think it's that important right now. I want to just bounce this. Yeah? Yeah. Yes. I want to do this now to flip it back to day. And then pass, end step, consider. And play out my huge Haughty Djinn with slip out the back to keep it alive. Somebody else saved me. Nothing ever went quite exactly as we planned. Our ideas have no thought, but we use them like a dam. Oh, and we carried it all so well. Love this song. Just like Modest Mouse. Consider that yes, this is a fine promotion. Alright, so 3 for the Djinn, 4, 5 mana. 1 for Impulse. I'll keep the Impulse. So I can Impulse if I need to, otherwise I just want to slip out the back. The white-blue player ran Memory Deluge, which is pretty cool. Resolve. I'm going to Impulse in response, just because I can't cast it after that. Ooh, Tolarian Terror feels good right now. And then we will slip out the back. Don't mind me. No worries. Don't worry about it. Slip out the back is really solid because it lets Haughty Djinn survive the 4 damage from a Voltage Surge. So even after it comes back, it's a huge threat. Like, this is going to kill them within 2 turns. I'm going to Thirst on my turn. It's only 2 mana once it comes back. Well, okay. Drain me 6 and draw 3 for 5 mana seems very fair. On the game, well, we knew we'd miss the boat, and we'd already missed the plane. Alright, attack for 10. And then, importantly, put down a blocker. So I've got a Spell Pierce and a Make Disappear, which I will sacrifice a creature to make sure that Invoke Despair can't resolve. A little joke and get a tiny laugh from all the folks, and drifting around on Bubble's End, thinking it was us that carried them, when we'd finally got it figured out that we had truly missed the boat. There we go. I'll block. They're looking to just Flame Blast Bolt post-combat, but I want them to use their mana, because I just want to kill them with the Haughty Djinn. Oh! Do I care about this? They needed a creature to go to the graveyard to Corpse Appraise. But that's fine. They can draw cards. I just want to kill them with my Haughty Djinn. Bum, 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 bum. First, Spell Pierce. Then after the Spell Pierce resolves and then pay the 2, then I'll make Disappear. This is the essence of tempo. That was a lot of fun. I like this deck. 2. How do people hit Mythic and Constructed? I don't understand it. It's such a slog. You lose 2 for a loss? Thanks, Eric. That was a fun one. All right, last round with Mono Blue Tempo. If you have any questions about the deck, try and come up with them during this game. And I'll be happy to answer them in Discord as well. I think I'm going to be able to do all 5 decks today, which I'm pretty excited about. Ooh, all right, we're going to keep this, because on the play we get to make Disappear their first play of the game, and then turn 3 Hadijin if it's like a proactive deck, and if it's a more reactive deck, then I'm going to wait a turn. So with 2 Thirst, it is worth playing out the Otawara first, because I might discard these, and I don't want to be stuck with just Otawara, because I have to discard a basic land for this to net me any cards. Ooh, scary. Really good against what I'm trying to do right now. Because that is Delver. Evolved Sleeper plays like Delver. And you're going to run into it a lot. You're going to play against it a lot. But like it's a card that comes down and then lets you react to whatever they're doing while you grow on their end step or proactively. So like, they're probably turning this into a 2/2 this turn. That's a bad idea. Because I'm going to be playing around whatever else they play if they just don't. Oh, let's have a double Jin game. I haven't had those yet. One of those yet. So that means I can freely put down the turn 3 Jin, and then turn 4, hold up, make Disappear. Alright, so I'm going to wait as long as I can to Fading Hope this, because I want to see how much mana I can get them to put in. Oh, this is a bad move because they can cut it down now. That was a big mistake. Oh, but they don't have the cut down. I want to draw a land, because that lets me hold up Thirst and make Disappear. So that means that they probably need to hold mana up for something. Usually casting a spell, but it doesn't have to be. Rude. Very rude. Alright, I want to hit my land drop this turn, so I'm just going to main phase Thirst. Decline. Then I'm going to pitch a Thirst. Terror too? Yeah, because I think if I can get the Jin down and protect it, I will win the game. So what I'm trying to do here is commit to threats. So like I want to make sure that I want to know how I'm winning this game. And I'm going to try and win this game by just putting down the Hadijin, bouncing the Sleeper, and keeping it alive otherwise. You really need to clock Mono Black compared to the other decks. You need to clock everybody, but Mono Black is most likely to just play a Lily. And you have to try and guess their removal spells ahead of time. Because like Soul Transfer just exiles, and it's stopped by a Shore Up. Unexpected and very odd, but pretty cool. Alright, so now I can make Disappear a Lily, but not if they play a land. Let's see. Can they make this a 3/3 and play a Lily? No blocks. So this is going to be a game where I have to Fading Hope at just the right time. I'm only going to get one shot. I have one spell that interacts. So I got to fire this Fading Hope when they try to kill me. Hope it's not a Lily. Sheoldred is fine, because I can make Disappear that. Oxygen 2. Alright, do I need to shore up? So if I hit for 4 this turn, puts him to 17, which means I have to hit for 9 next turn. But if I hit for... Let's see. I just need to... So they have me on a 2-turn clock right now, and I need to do what I can to make that a 3-turn or a 4-turn clock. Alright, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is what I have access to. So I need an impulse so I can chain my cantrips together. They're hitting for 4. Block. I really want to Fading Hope this turn, whatever else happens. I'm hoping that they want to draw a card before damage. Damn, they did not. Alright. Come on, draw a spell. I need a Thirst or an Impulse or even a Consider. That's pretty lame.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. Sacrifices must be made.
I'm in trouble. So, 1, 2, 3. If they act for 3 mana, they can make a 3/3. So 3, 4, 5. So they can't kill me next turn. My turn. That's not a draw spell. That's not a draw spell. If I attack for 7 this turn and put them to 10, then I'm shields down. They don't have lethal. I think I have to go for a kill in 2 turns. Because if I just attack Lily, they're going to outgrind me with the sleeper. Alright. Shields all the way down. If they have anything at all, I'll die. But I can potentially draw lethal here. Well, that'll do it. So Mono Black is the best at casting Invoke Despair. And it's really good at casting Invoke Despair. So let's go to game 2. I think Python Needle is pretty good here because I can play it on Evolved Sleeper or Lily. Shore Up doesn't do much because they don't have a ton of... Like, Slip Out the Back is better here. Welcome back, Plastic. I just want to access this 4th Spell Pierce more than anything. Is Python Needle better than Negate, though, is the question. I just had, so we're 7-1 on the day. Yeah, we're 7-1 on the day. And we are playing, this is game 9. And I'm trying to figure out if I want what I care about out of Mono Black. Like, Spell Pierce and Negate are both great. Lily's a problem, Invoke Despair is a problem. Like, Shore Up for Negate is the only sure thing here. But Python Needle on a sleeper is nice. It's just counter to the plan. The Fading Hope is better against Mono Black than a lot of other decks. Because just hitting the sleeper at the right time is key. But if that's most of what I'm looking for, I'm going to try 1 Python Needle for 1 Fading Hope. We'll go with this. But maybe make Disappear is what I should be not running. Like, Mono Black just gets on board faster than the 3-color variants, which makes it a much tougher matchup than the 3-color variants. Can I keep a 1-lander with 2 Delvers? Yes. Yes, I can. Especially because drawing an island off the top means that I can play the second Delver and Spell Pierce. And having Delver means that I have... So with these 3 cards in hand, I have 11 bad draws. Because any instant, any sorcery, any land I'm happy with. Neat. Do it. Alright, double Delver with Spell Pierce backup. I just need him to flip. He's just going to take the Spell Pierce anyway, so I might as well. They'll flip. They'll flip plastic. Don't you worry. I'm confident. They just don't flip turn 1. They might not even flip turn 2. Oh. They're willing to pitch a card to hit a Delver. Alright, I'm gonna go shields down because Lily only hits Delver here. And then I don't have to go shields down ever again. No blocks. Stupid Death Toucher. Alright, now is Delver's time to flip. Someday Delver will flip. Someday. Alright, maybe not today. Jacoby? Thanks for the follow. How you doing today? Alright, so obviously not what I was looking for in that particular thirst for discovery or turn. It's okay. If I only had to beat other Magic players, it would hardly be fair. Let's race. I'll race you. Okay. I know that was a bad draw, but we'll be fine. We're gonna be just fine. Alright. That's 6 in the air, and I can chain draw spells. I'm ready to wear this win. No blocks. They've got me on a 3-turn clock, but I have them on a 3-turn clock, and eventually... Oh no, that's a problem. I was gonna say, eventually Delver will flip. Unfortunately... Alright, can I kill them this turn? That's 9 damage, 10, 11 damage. So, let's start chaining some spells, and... Go to 1. Well, that's game. Damn it. So close. Block for 5. So close. I like this deck. I feel like it underperformed. If this were an instant or sorcery, any instant or sorcery instead of an island, or if Delver had flipped in the first 5 turns, we would have won this game. As is... Nope, there has to be a target. If I had a target in hand, I could have. But I needed this to be an impulse, I needed this to be an instant or a sorcery. And I needed the card I actually drew off of it to be, well, another instant or sorcery that drew cards. But I thought it was likely just because I've gone through so many of my lands already. So, as is, I can block, take 2, 3, 4. And I'm not done. If I can resolve a Spell Pierce here before their attacks. So if they play if they tab out for an Invoke Despair, I can block, take 2, go to 3, lose 2 life, go to 1, draw an impulse. I saw. I'm pulling it up in just a second. All right, let's go like this. Maybe I'll play a spell before combat and I can Spell Pierce to go shouldered. No dice. Damn. This did not go great for me, but I stand by this deck. That's okay. That was a good time. Let's go again. Oh, we are on a new deck now. What's next? I think I've got the big 2 boogeymen left.